Hey guys, what's up? Grant Gaming here. Hope you guys are doing well. And so today I will be bringing you guys the long-promised class setup for the Bal-27. So here we go, let's get into it. Alright, hello guys. So, right now you guys are going to be seeing the overall class on screen. And so obviously it starts off with the Bal-27. And as I talk about each of the other sections, like the score streaks, the perks, and the attachments, it will pop up on screen. But right now we're going to get into the gameplay, and you're just going to see the gun in action and how it works. And also, this is just how I use the gun. It's what I think is the best class. It's by no means what you guys have to use. It's just what I like using and what works for me. So let's get into it. So after the gun, I'm going to then talk about the attachments, then the secondary and those attachments, if any, then all the perks, then the exo ability or exo launcher, if any, and then the score streaks. And that's how I'm going to do this class setup. This is my first class setup. So yeah, let's see how this goes. So first off, after the gun, the Bal-27, you have the attachments. And the attachments that I use on this gun are stock, foregrip, and quick draw grip. And so the quick draw grip is just to help when I'm like running through a building and somebody like turns around the hallway and they're right there. I'll usually like go prone and aim in. So that helps in a lot of close quarter gunfights, just so I can get my gun quicker up. Because the Bal-27, it is overall an amazing gun, but it's better for medium to long distance. So in short range encounters, it's really helpful to have your gun up first and be locked onto them before your enemy is locked onto you. And then the foregrip is just for better accuracy. This gun without it is really accurate, and the foregrip is just to improve that and make it even better. I use it a lot, like if I'm on one edge of the map and I see somebody kind of like camping on the other edge, I'll just like tap fire a couple of times and kill them, and it's just really helpful to have that foregrip so I don't have that much sway. And it just makes the gun like steadier and just more accurate. Then the stock, that's for... Actually, the stock is more just my style, because a lot of times if I'm like in a gunfight and then he like boosts or dodges out of the way, I don't feel like unaiming and then re-aiming in. So a lot of times I'll just like keep on firing and move with him. And so that's why I use the stock. That's just me. I just don't feel like unaiming. But if you guys are one of those people who just like kind of like locks in, locks off, like onto your target, then you don't really need the stock, and you can replace that with another attachment. And because I do have those 3 perks, I have primary gunfighter on, so that takes up one of the wild cards. So then moving on to secondary, I don't have any, so then there's no secondary attachments. And I'm just going to do the exo ability and exo launcher quickly, because I don't have any of those either. So yeah, I only have that one gun. And then my perks. And so the perks that I use are low profile. I use that just so I kind of stay under the radar and people don't always know where I am. Then I use peripherals, which basically just helps knowing where your enemies are. And then for the third perk slot, I use toughness, because I do get into a lot of medium to long range gunfights, so toughness just helps me stay on my target better. And then I use my second wildcard space for perk 3 greed, which allows me to have scavenger, and I switch on and off in between scavenger and blast suppressor. Scavengers when I'm going for like long score streaks, or if I'm just like lasting really long in the game, it just helps me stay on a steady supply of ammo. And then blast suppressor is actually an amazing perk. If you guys don't want Scavenger, then I definitely suggest putting in Blast Suppressor. It hides you whenever, it doesn't let you show on the minimap whenever you do your exo jumps or boosts or whatever you do using your exosuit. That won't show on the minimap, which is really helpful. And Blast Suppressor combined with low profile, you basically become a ghost. So that's really useful, and I'll substitute that in all the time. So those are kind of like interchangeable. And yeah, so those are all the perks. And then moving on to the score streaks, I have UAV with threat detection, so that makes it 700 points. Then I have System Hack with flash and assist points. So whenever somebody gets a kill with it, I get those points. And then also flash is really useful because if you're ever in a gunfight, you just call your system hack in and they get blinded basically. And then for my final score streak, since I don't have a 4 score streak, I use a Warbird, and that I either have the Defender or Aggressor on. It depends on how I want to play the game. So Defender, it adds 50 points to your thing. So the Warbird is now 900, and it basically like hovers around you and like will kill enemies like sneaking up on you. And Aggressor kind of just goes wherever and kills any enemies. And I forgot to mention, for the system hack, it's 800 points. So for my score streaks go from 700, 800, and 900, which I really like. So they're each just a kill away, which is really helpful. And yeah, I really like how I have that set up. And on every one of my classes, I have the same score streaks, just because I love those score streaks. Yeah, so that's the gun, the Bal-27. I do have the Elite version, if you guys noticed. It's a really good gun, and I really suggest it if you guys don't use it. And that concludes this class setup for the Bal-27. If you guys enjoyed and like how I did this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel or haven't already, subscribe. That would be awesome, and more of this stuff coming your way. That's it, and Grant Gaming out. Thanks for watching.